Hey, fam. I got something going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to work it out. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Hello. I'm glad to see you all here. We having a problem, but you guys can hear and see me, correct? Let me know. Hey, Monty. Thank you, baby. I'm glad you caught it because this buzz for you. No, but I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to figure out. We got some technical problems, but that's all right. Thank you all for joining me. I am inviting you all up in the skybox to come down because this is going to be a somewhat open platform, and I'm inviting subbies from all camps to come join me. We're gonna have a little dialogue, and I want to include everyone. Okay, so I'll tell you the plans as we progress. But right now, I'm waiting for some people to come in. Got you. I got you, baby. I want you to come on in, drop on down, feel comfortable. Benj, I see you. It says test. But let me see if I can say something back to you. Yeah. Do you see me? Hey, Prada. Hi, K Chanel. Miss Monty to you. Thank you. You can hear me. Sweetheart, what happened is I was in the midst of driving. I was getting off work and I was driving, and my phone for some reason wouldn't connect. So I pulled over to try to connect it again, and it still wouldn't connect. And when things like that happen, that was, to me, a sign from God. Even though everything was going to be good coming out of my mouth, it just wasn't the proper time. So I'll get to it today. I know you did, sweetheart. Sorry for the... Hey, I couldn't help it. I pulled over to make sure that I could talk with you, but it didn't happen. Benj, are we good now? Please say yes or no. Hey, so exclusively me. Hey, thanks for joining me. Everyone, thank you. I'm glad to see you all. I don't get to do lives, and I haven't been on camera that much, but I want you all to sit back and relax, because we're going to do something a little different tonight. So I'm hoping that I get some of the subs in here, because this is actually a subby night after I finish giving my little spiel. Now listen. Hey, Wigs! Oh, I shouldn't sound so excited. Hi, baby. I haven't seen you. I hope all is well. Thank you. I'm excited about all of y'all. But anywho, I haven't seen Wigs, right? Okay, so I know that we're probably going to get a couple of people here because they think I'm going to talk about what I'm not going to talk about. Nah, because I don't care about it. But anywho, thanks for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this page as well as my other page, and I'll drop that soon. However, it's been so much going on. I'm just getting back from vacation, go to work, so I have a lot going on, but I've been ear hustling. You know, I had my pods in while I work. So much is going on. But see, I don't even care. I don't even care to get into it, because this is exactly how it was to me. I saw befriending new friends, unfriending old friends, sabotaging channels, self-destruction, fake love versus real love, gang banging, infiltrating camps, who's who, coercion, manipulation, you know, mental health, mental breakdowns and stuff. I saw so much lies and alibis, you know, and I saw a lot of discourse and division. Yeah, see, it's working. It's really working. I don't know if you guys can't see it, but whatever someone plans is working. Whatever their plans are, it's working, because it's showing discourse and division. And everybody is biting off of this bait. And I can't freaking believe it. I'm sitting back. See, because game, recognize game. I know game when I see it. So I see what's going on. And the unfortunate thing is a lot of people don't. But then I thought about it. I said, now, Miss T, people can't be this unintelligent, I'm going to say, because I don't want to use those words. They simply can't be this unintelligent. Something else is going on. And then I figured it out. I said, they're not unintelligent. They know exactly what's going on. See, it's a money game. It's a money and numbers game. Everyone who did something related to this Tracy, Phi Babe thing, everybody made money off of it. It doesn't matter. They held good panels. Some panels went awry, and that's how it is. But people participated in it. They got clicks and views, and it made money for them. Some people sincerely reached out to people, to their friends, their YouTube friends, so they can make things better. It didn't go that way because it was so many trolls that you guys focused on, and that was the purpose. You guys got knocked off your game because so many trolls infiltrated your camp, infiltrated your live, and that was the plan. That was the bang bang. Yeah, they infiltrated. I watch all these trolls everywhere, just coming in there and messing up everything and knocking you guys off your game. Then you have people who self-sabotaged their panels and their lives. Then you have people who purposely sabotage your lives. Yeah, they purposely did it, and they conquered and won. See, because this is my thing here. I don't care about those two ladies anymore. And I love Spillboy, but I don't even care about him fighting with Phi Babe. That's their thing. That's not my thing, so I don't care. See, I don't care because that's what they're going to do. And they are grown people. And we can't control grown people. See, in spite of what people believe that I'm down here trying to be a mother, no, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to run my platform in a positive way, in a negative space. So really, at this point, I don't care what they do. I ride with who I ride with. I like who I like, and I will support who I want to support. Because that's me. I can do that. But that junk I saw this week, when people say it was a good show, you did well enough, that's what they think. And hey, more power to them. But I saw some heartbreaking things this week also that really bothered my spirit amongst people that I really cared about. I'll get to that later. But yeah, they were infiltrating these people's lives, and they were taking over, and they were sowing discourse and division. So other content creators and subbies got on their platform and start fighting amongst each other because that was the plan. See, your intentions was good. You followed through with some things, but it was hijacked because you didn't pay attention. Because you were so busy, some of you all were so busy trying to make what your plans were happen and run smooth. And it didn't, because they hijacked your lives. Now, I don't care what anyone does on their platform. I don't even care anymore about the people cussing people out and slinging and all that stuff. I don't care anymore because it's not my platform. Some of it is entertaining and some of it is a bunch of garbage, you ask me. But again, it's YouTube. They're YouTube ships. You know, I don't see any. I have not seen anyone, with the exception of maybe one or two people who's really loyal. There's no loyalty. There is no friendship. Hang that shit up. There is no real friendship here. Everybody is worried about making $1. They're worried about making $1. They don't care whether you like them or not, whether you their friend or not. Get that click and that view and get those coinage, as Brianna would call it. That's what you do. So I don't really see any real friendships here. I really don't. Because friends don't do some of the things that these people do to each other. Friends don't get on a platform and drag and cuss and allow people to drag and cuss. That's not friendship to me, not the friends I've experienced. So a lot of stuff went awry this week, but then some good stuff happened. So it is what it is. That's the way they operate. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. Do what the hell you want on your platform. I just won't be a part of it. I don't care that much about it. See, because when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. That's your ignorance if you don't want to believe. If you don't want to believe when a person show you who they are, then you're going blind. You want to be blind. I don't want to be blind. I want to see. So people showed you from the very beginning, they don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your children. They don't give a damn about your channel, your family. They don't care. Believe them and just continue to do you. That's all. Just do you. If you're serious about your channel, just promote your channel. Don't worry about promoting someone else's or riding with somebody so strong that you out there windmilling and fighting for everybody. And then basically they tell you in 2 seconds, I really don't give a shit what you say. I don't care about you. I really don't care about nobody here. I'm just worried about me. See, people are going to be who they are. You can't make them be anyone other than who they really are. So leave it alone. So I didn't come here. I don't care what they do. I'm not going to talk about that. I wish them well. If they have friendships, I pray that their friendships, work. It ain't working for me because I saw exactly what happens. And if you was a real friend, I only could see one person that stood on her ground. No matter where she went, she stood 10 toes down. Only one person. They attacked her. They ambushed. Every platform, someone got attacked. They got ambushed. Probably didn't start out like that, but that's how it ended up. But y'all do you. That's not what we do over here. And I'm worried about Mz.Teavalocity and her platform and her channel. So I don't care. But every platform I went to, people got ambushed. But they said it was good. They called it okay. And that's what they do. So that's on them. I'm not telling them how to run their channel. I thought at some point it was quite entertaining. And so I'm questioning myself. Is something wrong with you? Then I say, no, it was entertaining. Long as we leave some other stuff out. It was entertaining for them and for me. I must admit, I saw some stuff like, wow. And I think I'm always baffled when I see some stuff. Some people really set out to do some good deeds. So they won't go unpunished or they won't go unnoticed. You try. That's all you could do is try. You don't have to go back and forth with someone. But I see the reason why you do is because just like me, just like most of us, I want to see what the other person is going to say, how the other person is going to answer. So the very same crowd that you got on your platform, they're going to run over to the next platform, to the next live, because they want to see, because we're nosy people, including myself. I'm a nosy person. I want to see. But the unfortunate thing is that too many people is getting involved. Too many people. Some people are just inserting themselves because they feel indebted to a content creator. So they want to go out there and fight for that content creator. So they feel like they have to do that. Again, everyone's grown. That's their prerogative. Let them be. But I ain't going to come on here and tell nobody what to do. Just do you. And just leave me to do me. See, because I don't care about you doing you. You have to live with what you put out in the university. You have to live with this, reap the seeds that you sow. I have to reap the seeds that I sow. So I'm worried more about me. The unfortunate thing is because we become emotionally attached and invested. And some people say, well, it's just YouTube. It's just words. And why would you be invested? Because every day you come on here and you see the same people. They share their stories. They share their hurts, their joys. They share their achievements, their goals, their inspiration. They share with you. And so you start conversing with them, connecting. So that gives you an emotional connection. So you like a person. You say, oh, I like that person. I like that content creator. I like that subby. That's because that's the human in us. But what you don't like is the behavior, not the person so much, the behavior that they display. That's what I don't like. I don't know these people personally to not like them, but just let's look at the behavior. I don't like the behavior, you know? Hold on. Okay. So that's what I don't like. I'm not going to sit here and judge anybody. Let them have at it. I just don't like y'all behavior. I don't like the way, like, you don't like some stuff about me. You know how they talk about me and don't like me. Don't like the way I talk. Don't like the way I move. Don't like my lips. Don't like no. I don't like y'all behavior. But I decided to let them go for it. That's what get them paid. See, it doesn't get me paid. No. I don't even think I'm making much of this junk. I don't come down here like that. So it's not my first choice of revenue. See, I work. Yeah, I work. I just got off of work. So I'm not going to get all into that. So I know people want me to, oh yeah, I want to know what she gonna say. Drop the panel so we could talk about. We're not talking about that. We're not going to talk about it. It's irrelevant to me, because when I see people going to do what they're going to do, whether I talk to them and try to encourage them, try to inspire, try to uplift them, some people are just going to be them and you just leave it. Yeah, you have to have common sense. You have to know. But I like some of these people. I really do like some of these people. And I was very saddened by some things that happened this week. So I had to think about, how are you going to approach it? You know, because I want to approach it because I care for these people, but I don't sugarcoat anything. If you keep backing a person into the wall, eventually they're going to come out fighting, biting, kicking, scratch, whatever they have to do to get you off of them. And remember, they said it was war. That's what these situations are about. You keep talking about me, you keep nagging me, you keep prodding and poking at me. Eventually, I'm going to come out fighting. Yeah. See, if you're not emotionally sound and you don't believe in yourself and believe in what you believe in, you think you have to fight everybody. I don't have to fight everybody. Nah, not at all. Not at all. I ain't going to fight everybody. That's just not who I'm going. Not that I can't fight. I choose not to. But these people get so emotionally in a tizzy that they think they just need to jump on their platform and commence to fighting. Do you, baby? I ain't mad at you. Make your coinage. Yeah, because that's all it's about. Nobody really want peace here. No, they don't. They had a conversation and I thought, oh, this is going pretty good. Maybe they'll squash it. Content creator went right back on their platform, started dogging the other content creator. And what happened? They back at it. It doesn't mean anything to them. They got to get paid. So they commenced to doing just what they know to do. It was like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. And they said, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. That wasn't true. That was just a show. Yeah, all this shit is just a show for us to see. That's all it is. No one real is real to me. Like I said, I'm going to call it the way I see it. I think it's a bunch of fake love around here and fake friendship. Because anytime somebody could come in and just say one or two words, or you know that you got people in your chat trying to cause division and you fall for it, you take the bait, you never was really my friend. No, because you would have guarded my friendship. Even if I don't agree with you, I should be able to come and tell you, hey, listen, Queen, I didn't agree with that. You hurt my feeling. I would appreciate it if you would, take another look at this and we could work this out some kind of way. But you ain't gonna let somebody just keep hurting your feeling. And that's what this is about. Okay, we doing fine. We back friends. Then you go back 10 minutes later and start talking about me again because you didn't like the way I responded to something. That's the craziest stuff I've seen in the world. I mean, it's just crazy. I just can't believe it. But when I thought about something, I looked and I really was making an observation. This is really war. When they said it was war, it was war. It's really war. It's war on these YouTube streets. I don't care about a sector and all that stuff. It's war with some people on these streets. And they're fighting for their lives. Technically, they fighting for their livelihood because this what pays them, YouTube. So when they shut the channels down, they don't get paid. So they're fighting and they're in a war. And they have solicited other people to help them fight the war. Yeah, on both camps, in all camps, they solicited people to help them fight the war because they want to make sure that they could take down each other. But when it's all said and done with, both of them going, several content creators going, so they could keep doing them and we just don't worry about it. But some friendships was really broken. And one of them bothered my spirit because I normally would support some of these ladies. And unfortunately, their friendship ended. And I respect that because in reality, you outgrow people. And if people not treating you the way you want them to treat you, then it's okay to love people from a distance. I actually love people from a distance because I know I can't be in their presence. Because when I'm in their presence, they always hurt me. They always hurt somebody around me. And I don't care whether it's family or not. When someone continuously hurts you and show you who they are, believe them and love them from a distance. Don't let somebody keep whooping and beating on you. You know, these people have abusive personalities and they abuse everybody around them who really love them. They self-destruct and self-sabotage themselves, their relationship with people. And you know what? They can't help it. They really can't help it because they're looking for something you can't give them. Only themselves could give it to them. But they haven't realized. I see all this fighting. I said these people are looking for love in all the wrong places. And I wonder why they ride so hard for people. I wonder why some of the subbies, and that's what this is about tonight, is strictly for subbies, no content creators, but I need subbies. And if you know somebody from another camp, you're welcome to come over here. I need to hear your perspective. I need to hear from you because I saw some stuff and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I see intelligent Black women here, intelligent Black men. I see mothers here, fathers here, sisters here, brothers here. I see best friends here. I can't understand what they're seeing that I'm not seeing. So, you know, I have that sometimes segment. Help me understand, because I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand how these people keep taking the bait. Or are they taking the bait? Or are they fooling us? They stringing us along, making us think it's one thing when it's not. Making us think that they want something, but they really don't. And they pulling all of us along with them. And we trying to figure it out. So I've come to the conclusion that I just don't give a damn no more. I really don't. I don't care what they do with each other. Like I said, I see danger. I personally see danger. And someone confirmed it. That what I was seeing was not wrong because they're seeing it in more than one person. So it's not going to stop because there is no boundaries. I have to win. I have to win. But even in war, you have enemies in your camp who's fighting against you. And they make it so uncomfortable. You become so paranoid. You think everybody is going against you, and they're not. People are begging and telling you, I'm riding with you. I don't care what it looks like over there. I'm here for you. You're still pushing them away because you become so paranoid that you don't even know who's for you and who's against you. That has to be a sad place to be. Have to be a sad place to be. See, I can't be in a war with people that I can't trust. That's just the God's truth. When I go to war, I have to make sure that the full armor is on and everyone is with me. And there's ways to test that, but they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. But some of them are very strategic. Very strategic in their move, and they got hell of a people riding with them. And when they say it's war, it's war. And their people armor up and let's go. And you got some people who don't even know who's with them and who's not with them, and they pushing away the people that's with them. I watched it. I tell you, I stay in the bushes. See, I stay in the bushes because I don't want to come down sometime, because I don't want people to get it wrong. Yeah, I don't want them to really associate me with the camp, because I'm not. I'm my own person, but I like who I like. And I'm always going to come out here and tell you my truth, my point, my opinion, my perception, and it is what it is. My perspective of all of this, all of them is full of shit. Yeah, they are. They want to do just what they want. All this fake love, makeup stuff is fake, baby. It's fake. I don't buy none of it. Like I said, there is only one person, and I hate to say this person, but this is the only one that I have had strong observation on. And she rides hard for who she says she ride hard for. Don't even say it. Don't even go there. But that person, a couple of these people are getting pushed away. They're getting pushed away. And not because they want to be pushed away, because people are forcing them to leave them. Because they so paranoid. They so insecure. They don't even know when they got a good thing. And that's the sad thing, because I see it. I tell you, I'm seeing it going on. This whole weekend I saw it. And I saw these babies out here fighting hard. And I don't mean babies, you know, that's just a figure of speech. I saw them fighting hard, but I also seen them getting pushed away. And if you let them win, then you let them win. If you don't watch and you don't stop being paranoid, some of you all, then you're going to lose your strong supporters, your strong fighters, your warriors, those ones who go on to war with you. You're going to lose them. That brings me to this next thing. My virtual daughter, you know who you are. Today, she got on her platform and she did a live because a good friend of hers chased her away, basically chased her away. And I felt bad because I saw genuine love there. And I don't know how it developed, if it developed off of YouTube or it developed behind the screen. But I saw genuine love there. But I also saw hurt there. I also saw a little abuse there. But the picture is bigger than that. And I'm not going to sit down here and try to evaluate someone, give them a mental evaluation, but it's deeper than that. But sometimes you have to let people go in order to grow. You have to let people go. And it's painful. See, it's painful when someone you love so much hurts you. And sometimes you could continue to stay there because you want to know them as the person they used to be. But they'll never, ever be that person again. It's like taking a hit off the crack. How people keep chasing that first high. You're chasing something that's not there. But nobody can love you if you don't love yourself. And when you allow people to abuse and misuse you, you don't love yourself. Because see, self-love and worth don't allow people to do the poop on them. They don't allow people to keep abusing them over and over and over and over again. See, you may give me one time, and I said, well, that was a mistake, or maybe they was a little emotional, might have, but 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, no sir, no sir, no sir, we're done, we're done. But before you get done with the person, try to understand them. But if you just can't take so much, or you can't take much more, then let them go. Love them from a distance. It's okay for you to love people from a distance. It's okay for us to forgive people, but love them from a distance. Just let them go. Everybody can't go to the next level. Whatever level you're going to, whatever's happening in your life, everybody can't go. And when people are hurting and when they're hurting, you got to remember, hurt people hurt people. Abuse people abuse people in a lot of cases if they don't seek help, professional help. If they don't get therapy and counseling, they tend to hurt. They don't mean it, but they hurt you because they hurting. And then a lot of times people see you and they jealous of you. They're jealous of you because they want what you have. See, if you have a happy marriage and you got a single girlfriend, or you got a girlfriend whose husband abuses her, 9 times out of 10, she wants what you have and she's going to become jealous of you. And that right there can drive a wedge between a friendship and a relationship. But it was some funky stuff going on here. And I felt so bad for my virtue daughter. I really did, because I saw these people begging, we love you. I want to be a part of you. I accept you. This is who you are. And they were rejected. So they have choices to make. And I really felt bad for them because they were a sisterhood. And they were the sisterhood that I knew of. Yeah. And it is what it is. And we'll pray and we'll leave it. But sometimes just walk away from something. But don't ever let someone rob you of what's for you. What's for you is for you. God got it specifically and purposely for you. And if you were going to do something, continue to do it. It's okay to step back and reset, but don't allow people to steal anything away from you. And this is hypothetical. If you have a channel and you want to do a channel and you was passionate about your channel, do your channel. Step back, reset, think, do whatever you have to do, take a break and come back if that's what you really wanted to do. But don't let anyone rob you of you or what is for you. Okay? Don't let anyone do that. So I felt really bad, but I need some subbies. I'm going to switch right now. I'm dropping the link because I'm going to let Miss Andrea on, my producer, because we want some subbies. And I wish you guys would come on down. Just be respectful. Respect our decorum over here. We respect people and they respect us. And that's how we roll here. We don't do a bunch of hooping and hollering and cussing. So please make sure when you come on the platform, because I'm going to drop the link and I want to know what camp you from. If you're not afraid, come on over. We respect folk over here. No one is going to drag you. There will be no dragging on the platform. There will be no ambushing on the platform. There will be no cussing and hooping and hollering. It's called a dialogue, a mature adult dialogue about some things. Everything is objective. These questions or whatever, they are objective. I just need honest answer. I need somebody to help me understand some things. That's all. I don't know it all, but I know some of you are pretty sharp in here. So I'm going to drop this link. Andrea, are you in the chat? Producer, you are. This is unbiased, no bullying. You're welcome to come on the platform. We have questions. If you're a subby and you have a content creator that you truly, truly like, and you windmill for, or you support and you ride, I just want you to come on the platform so we could talk about it. There will be no dragging any content creator. None whatsoever here. There will be no dragging any subbies here. We don't get down like that. Okay? I will kick you quick off the platform. We're not dragging anyone. Okay? But I do want you guys to come down here and let's talk about it. Andrea, I'm going to drop the link, sweetheart, and let's go. Andrea have the questions. And I need some subbies. Don't be afraid to come up, okay? But in the meantime, while we prepare for Andrea to come up, please make sure you like this video. Like it, share it, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel as well as this one. Andrea, I'm waiting for you, sweetheart. Okay, and I'm waiting for Andrea, so I'll read some of these comments, but please don't be afraid. If you from another camp, come on over, relax. You was everywhere else this week, so come on over here. I mean, listen, one thing about it, baby, you don't have to worry about me looking for no clicks and views because I could care less about them. This is not my livelihood. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. I just want to have an honest dialogue with mature adults who's not afraid to say what's on their mind. That's all I want to do. So I don't know where Andrea at, so I'll wait. You don't see the link. I dropped it. I'll drop it again, sweetheart. That's the link, right? Yeah, that's the link. That's the link I copied. What's the troll? That's a troll at QI. Oh, yeah. You guys don't get caught up with the trolls because that's what they want you to do. See, I'm too smart for that. They not going to knock us off our game. Don't get in here fighting with no trolls, baby. Let them troll. They ain't doing nothing but giving me a click in the view because they down here trolling, baby. Don't get worked up with them trolls. Hey, QI. Hi, babe. How are you, sweetheart? Tree B Jams. Hello, love. A snack. Hello, love. Kay Edwards, I see you. Thank you all for supporting me. So I dropped the link, so I'm not sure what's going on. But, okay. Block these trolls if they're not hitting the cash out. Okay, hold on. Let me just put this up. Okay, I'm waiting for her to connect her device. Andrea, your device not connected, sweetheart. Your device not connected. Yeah, but don't be afraid. Come on over here. And you guys, listen. You know we're going to have some trolls probably over here. I told you they was on a rise this week. So let them roll. Let them roll. That's like, let them troll. Yep, I ain't. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Must be someone I blocked. Can't see them. Oh, you could have blocked them. Okay, hold on, my love. I see you there, Gaia. Hold on. Let's get this. Gaia, that's you. Hello, Gaia. Hello, beautiful.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Do I have a little echo?
You have an echo? Do you
no,
have?
I was making sure I don't.
Okay. What would you like to add to the conversation? She has questions that's objective as subbies. Andrea has it, and she's going to come on and co-host it, but she's having problems. So, sweetheart, hello, beautiful. You go ahead and say what you want to say.
Okay, I was coming on to answer whatever questions she had. As a subbie and well, you know, because I do create content, but my content is not as often as others. So I would answer from a subscriber point of view.
Okay. So, okay. Can we get someone up? Hey, Peaches, what's going on, baby? How are you? I know it's a late one. Can we get another subscriber up here? See, these are normally my people. So, people who frequent me quite often. But I wanted some new ones up here. So here's Andrea again. So let's get ready to do this. Make sure it's Andrea. Andrea, is that you? Andrea, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay. All right. So you're up on the platform. So let's take that down. Okay.
It's weird. Okay. I
Oh,
haven't done it from my laptop before, so I'm just like really
oh,
weird. Yeah.
you have a feedback and we can't see you. Is that purposely done? It's just a black
Yeah,
spot.
just for a second.
Okay.
I'm having feedback because I
No,
turned
go ahead.
everything off. Okay,
Okay,
let me
you're
turn
good
my
now.
camera. Let me turn my camera on. I'm not at my best now.
No. We don't care about that. You see,
Hold
we're not
on.
caught up in looks. We're not caught up in looks, baby.
Well, if my
Go
hair is
ahead.
not combed, I feel a little funny.
Oh yeah. Well, don't come here without. You look
Okay.
good. Hello, producer.
Yeah, I had to plait it up real quick.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
hold on. Hold on. Let me get myself in the camera. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I am a subscriber first before anything. And a lot of times, again, like I've said on this platform, I am a person who observes behaviors. I'm not really about a favorite, so it's hard for me to join a group. Um, and I think that has bothered me more than anything is when people find themselves in a group and it becomes a group mentality, not just of sisterhood. And so I'm glad to see Gaia because, again, on a personal note, I love you guys. I love how you presented yourselves, and I still pray and think highly of you. But
Thank you.
one of the questions I have as a subby, working with Mz.Teavalocity, etc., is what attracted you to your favorite content creator? Man, I can't get this.
Um,
There.
I've only had maybe two.
Okay.
In the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So what attracted me to the first one? Oh no, I've had more actually, but what attracted me to the first couple of ones were like one was her her comedic personality, her outgoing personality, and just the way that she presented herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just a regular woman doing her thing, and it just seemed like she enjoyed what she was doing. And when she surpassed a certain amount in subscribers, and um, she actually had a falling out with somebody who I saw as a good friend, and she thought was a good friend also. It got ugly, and that's when she, I believe, lost subscribers and had to rebuild her platform, and now she's a bigger content creator.
Okay.
But I rarely watch her now because there was a change, and I do not connect with that who that person is now. I connected with who she was before, but I do not connect with who she is now. The next person after that, I connected with that person as basically being a single parent, and
Mm-hmm.
she was just coming on doing her thing, like, I don't know if it was out of boredom or just something to do, but at that time I was having my own issues. I was sick and really couldn't get out of bed. And so I would watch her every morning, and she just talked about basically what was going on, and she would say she would talk about God and things
Okay.
like that. And so, that attracted me to her. And I don't know where I went to turn from well, then she changed too.
Mm-hmm.
So when she changed, that's when I kind of left that person also. Um, but I don't know where I ended up in the whole the beefing part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't as bad as it is now. And when I was Okay, so that's what attracted me to. I'm going to be above your answers. I'm sorry.
No,
I mean,
no, actually you're hitting a lot of things, and I have some questions after that. So keep going. I like to know how people are attracted to people that they choose to follow. So keep going. You're doing fine.
Can you
Okay. So yes.
1 minute so I let exclusively on. So give me a minute. Exclusively me, that's you, right? Exclusively, that's you, right, babe?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, turn that background
Yeah,
off.
that's me.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sorry, ladies.
Okay, Miss Gaia, you were talking about the content creator who was a single
Yes,
parent.
that's me. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Wait,
I'll apply
can
the
you hear
same
me?
question to you exclusively. Me.
hold on. Exclusively me, yes, baby. I can hear you. Just mute yourself. Gaia's finishing up her answer. Go ahead, Andrea. Sorry.
Okay, so yes, basically what connected me with the ladies that I followed were
Right.
I saw something.
You saw something in them, and something in you connected with them, like you were saying.
Correct.
The lady who was a single parent, and she spoke about God.
Mm-hmm.
That was something that attracted you to her. And do you
Yes.
still follow this lady? I heard you say something
No.
about beefing. You don't. Okay.
I don't follow her anymore because there was a switch in her behavior and her attitude, and I didn't resonate with that. So I stopped following that person. Just like the bigger content creator, I also stopped following her because of her switch. Now, I mean, people do present to you who they want you to see in the beginning, and then later who they truly are. That's what comes out. So maybe at that time that I was subscribed, that is what I needed, but I no longer need that. So I'm not subscribed to those content creators anymore.
Do you? But do you know? I think I know the answer. I can't assume. But do you have someone that you follow, or you really believe in right now?
Yes.
Okay. And how are, this is hard because I don't want to get all tearful.
I know.
That person is, where are you in your life right now that has attracted you to this particular person?
In the beginning, it was
Take your time, sweetheart.
And you are free to decline any question without judgment.
Okay.
You're free to decline, okay?
Or can you do this, sweetheart? Gaia, wait a minute.
Yes.
Andrea, can you do me a favor, please? Direct that same question, the first question, to exclusively me.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Okay, sweetheart, just mute yourself. We go direct the question. Unmute yourself, me, exclusively, baby. Go ahead, direct that first question to us.
Now, exclusively, I'm very observant, and you're fairly new to this sector. Correct? How long have you been here?
I have only been around this sector probably since March.
Okay, so you're really new. So
I'm really new.
Tell me a little bit about your story coming onto the sector. How did you get here? Just briefly tell me that. Please share that.
I got here just from being, of course, under the quarantine, the COVID-19. Okay. So now I'm working from home. So I had a lot of time. I've been on YouTube since like 2013, but I never like really came on a lot. You know, just certain things. I usually use it for music or something of that nature. But then I started listening. I don't even remember the first person that I saw in this sector. It was someone under my recommendations. I really don't even remember who it was. Okay. But then, of course, once I watched that video, then that person leads to another person, and then that one led to another person. So I kind of got caught up into all of these people over and through these sectors. And I've been here since March, as I stated, but I don't drop down in the chats a lot because of comfort of it. Because it's like so much is going on. And like you said, I don't want to have to be associated with this camp, or because I'm in nobody's camp. I'm just here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm basically just here just for the conversation, just to listen to the commentary, to see what's going on. I have content creators that I like, that I really do like, and that I drop down in their chats. But then there's some content creators that I may watch and I don't drop down in their chat because they're so defensive.
So, do you have any?
Like people,
Hold on. Exclusively me, baby. Take you have bad feedback, so I think you have two windows open. I think you have the StreamYard window and maybe the YouTube window. Something is going on. You have terrible feedback, baby.
Okay, is that better?
Mm-hmm. You're better. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Is that better? Okay.
A little bit.
All right. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So is there?
You don't have.
Yes, you don't drop down into many chats, but I've seen you engage in chats. Have you found any that a content creator that you can appreciate more, or you resonate with that person right now, or you're still kind of investigating? Do you mind sharing? Or you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want.
No, I mean I've actually there's a couple that I don't, that I don't mind. I feel comfortable dropping down, chit chatting about anything, and I don't have an issue or anything with that. So yeah, I do have a couple that I feel comfortable.
Okay. Do you mind sharing, or you just rather? Let's say I've seen you in Mz.Teavalocity. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Mz.Teavalocity is definitely one of them. I enjoy her content. I enjoy her commentary. The gems she drops. Lady Nika is another one that I enjoy. I just started going over to is it Lady Lily?
Oh,
I enjoy her games. Yeah, her games and Duchess. I enjoy his music, and so there's somebody. Everybody gives me something
good
that I enjoy. So if normally if I'm not dropping down in your chat, it's like something is kind of like holding me back. It's either like your commentary, the way, because a lot of times it's not what you say, it's your delivery.
That is true.
And if you have a bad delivery with something with me, then that's a turnoff to me. So I kind of back away.
Okay. Well, does anyone else want to come up? Just to come up before I go on to the next conversation?
Can you redirect the question back to Gaia, please, sweetheart, because we allow her to. She was going to answer that question.
Right.
Do you remember it? Sorry, Gaia. Do you remember?
You can unmute and answer if you're ready.
I'm here.
Okay.
So what? Because there's a few, of course, still, but what originally attracted me was this person's personality and their creativity, their strength, their beauty inside and out. I have high regards for this person, and I truly do care about this person. I know a lot of people say, how can you care about somebody you've never met? But when you're looking at somebody for who they are on the inside, it's different. That's how you can care about them. Just like people don't understand how people fall in love over the internet. That's something I don't understand, because I can't do that. But there's several ladies in the chat that I have high regards for, and I care about for different reasons. They're beautiful women, period.
And I agree that when you're coming and you're seeing someone and you're spending time in chats, like I remember seeing you in the middle of the night in a chat where it was a silent chat where it was just you and the content creator, and I thought that was beautiful. Just seeing you guys engage with each other. So even though we're virtual, we are still human, and we can become emotionally invested. So you hit it on the head. One of my questions was, when you become emotionally involved, even if you don't take it off YouTube, when you become emotionally involved in that relationship, it's still a relationship. Relationship is a way of relating to another person. How do you separate yourself from their personal beefs? How do you separate yourself from some of their things that you don't really vibe with. How do you separate yourself? Have you found a way of practicing self-care when you're on these YouTube streets?
In the beginning, I didn't with one of the content creators that I really went hard for. How a lot of people are going hard for that person now. I didn't. I connected with that person as if I had really known that person. I got caught up, and I didn't see any wrongdoing or anything like that, and I had to check myself, and that's when I had to step away from YouTube. And I think I got connected so much because I wasn't really talking to anybody else on the outside world. I was isolating myself. So now, because there's different content creators that I am subscribed to and that I do actually care about, and they maybe have issues with each other, what I try to do is not, when they're going back and forth, I don't get involved. That's what I do, is I just don't get involved. But it is hurtful to see when they were once okay and then they're going through something, and you don't want to be in the middle of it, and you also don't want to have to choose a side, and you don't want to walk away from either of them. So that's been difficult, but it's not keeping me up at night either. Once I shut it off, I shut it off. Not saying that I don't care about them. I'm just saying that that beef is, I'm leaving it between them. Period.
Right.
It does not, it's not personal to me. It is strictly between them.
Can hold up 1 minute? I have someone else. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't want to keep someone in the background waiting so long. So hold on, ladies, and we will get them up here. Kind to me, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. KK, all love, is that you? KK, all love, is that you? KK, is that you? KK, all love, is that you? Okay. Okay, so sorry. Oops, I gotta add. Okay, I apologize. I'm asking KK, all love, is that her? And I think she doesn't hear me. But wait, I have a. I can't, KK. No, I can't hear you, sweetheart. She's asking me. KK, can you hear us now? Hold on. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. Okay, pause and go ahead, Andrea.
Welcome to you both. Thank you. Thank you both for
joining. Give us a minute. Go ahead.
So Gaia was talking a little bit about how she works to disconnect from the beefs and the things that are going on with her favorite content creators, because the windmilling is something that always kind of perturbed me.
Yeah.
So exclusively me, can you tell me, even though you've been here for a short amount of time, can you tell me how do you disconnect? How do you maintain your identity separate from the content creator that you
Yes, I mean, it's almost the same as Gaia was stating. If it's something and two people are beefing, I just don't comment on it. I don't get in the middle of anything. I let people do what it is that they do. So I don't go either way, because for one, I'm not really like stuck on this person or stuck on that person. So the windmilling I don't do, because to me it's just not worth it, for one, really. I mean, it's really not. To me, it's not worth it. I just think it just snowballs, and it just makes it bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's never ending. To me, it's like it's never ending. It just continues. So that's why I say a lot of times I'm just in the skybox. I don't comment on anything that I'm not involved in personally. Okay. So when I turn off YouTube, I turn off YouTube. I can't allow my online presence to affect my offline life.
Well, that's a healthy response. Miss Kind to me, how long have you been in this sector?
Probably at least 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah,
Okay.
teens or more.
So can you briefly give us a little history of, do you have a content creator that you ride with, bad or good?
No, ma'am, not at all. I listen to quite a few. I tune in. The most I tune in for one person is Duchess, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I listen to Duchess mostly because I feel like he kind of gives us a sum of what's going on in the beef sector.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because really, who has time to watch everyone and know what everyone is doing each time of the day? And it's a lot. So it's a lot to keep up with. And Dutch is a little lighthearted with it when he's even, recording it or whatever. But initially, when I first came into the sector, I think I was watching like Sean and James. They would do their reviews and different things, and they were always, funny to me and interesting. So that was good time passing away. At some point, it got dark with VS and him. So I basically stopped watching. I never was a fan of VS, but I don't have anything against VS either, because looking back now, I realized that a lot of things VS was doing, she was doing to protect herself and her family, I do believe. And I think that there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that we really don't know. I don't care to know. But that's why I'm not so invested in any of these one content creators, because I really think that if there's something seriously going on in your home, reflecting your children, your husband, your spouse, anyone, you're going to be a little more careful with what you do online, the things that you say, the things that the people in your chat are saying. You're going to be a little more aware, and you're not going to allow certain things to go on. And I say that especially if you're dealing with a child. I think no one should ever bring children in any of this mess. That's the hardest part about this all, is that I don't want to talk about anybody's kids ever at all.
Yeah.
Can you ladies hold up? Sorry for the interjection. It's terrible feedback coming from someone. Please make sure that you check and you don't have two windows open to see if you have two windows open, the StreamYard and the YouTube. It's terrible feedback. And kind to me, my love, I believe it could be coming from you. Would you check that for me?
Okay.
It's coming from you too. Okay. Now. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. It's just that they tell me that the feedback is really bad. So
that's something that.
Okay, check your text, producer. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Okay,
so that's you kind of entering into some things that I will look at. I've been looking at as well. Not trying to come to attack anybody, just kind of understanding these behaviors and how do people choose what they choose. So I'm going to ask Miss KK the same question. Just briefly tell me, how long have you been in the sector? And do you have a content creator that you ride with, irregardless of what they do?
That's a good question.
Well, hello everybody on the panel. Hi.
How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You're safe. You're safe.
Okay. Yeah, I've never. But I've been in this sector since about August of 2018. My name was Cannabis Chronicles back then. I was more active in the chats than I am now. But then I did meet a content creator because I was in a really, really, really bad space. Like I was in a dark space. And this content creator kind of like just pulled me up out of the darkness. And then she introduced me to a bunch of other ladies that just fed into me and poured love into me. And I have to be honest, like I love them like they're my real family. Mm-hmm. And I don't care. It doesn't even matter if I don't talk to them for 3 months. I still love them. I still support them.
Right.
Huh?
No, I'm saying, go ahead. No, baby, speak. That's good.
I mean, I never thought that. I agree 100% with Gaia. I really do. A lot of people do say, oh, this is YouTube, this is the internet, it's an application, whatever. But the fact is, people can get to a place where they don't want to be here anymore because of a social application, or their lives can change for the better because of a social application. So you never know what you're going to find. And when I tell you that I love those women, and I always do, and I hope I do get a chance to meet them one day. But they are awesome, and they mean the world to me, honestly. And they encouraged me to start my channel to help everybody, to do for everybody else what they did for me.
Okay. Well, see, that goes to what I think about, is that everyone comes onto any social media with some sort of need. It's just for a reason. I've heard the coronavirus and having to work at home. I've heard common circumstances for you and not a person not getting out, not really talking to a lot of people. And some people come just for a little bit, don't get into the mess too deeply, but just a little bit and entertainment. So I try to remember that everybody comes for a reason, but the biggest thing is connection. We're all coming for connection. Would you agree with that, KK? That we're all coming with some sort of connection.
Absolutely. And a lot of times you do connect with those like-minded individuals, those people that just, they are willing to love you the way that you love them.
Right.
And I will admit, there were some content creators that I did rock with real heavy in the beginning. And I would be windmilling for them and all types of stuff. But then I was called something because I didn't agree with that content creator. So
the content creator you were windmilling for?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask a question? Go ahead.
Well, I'm happy to find a windmiller in our presence.
Thank you. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, KK. Go ahead, Andrea.
I believe that if Mz.Teavalocity, if I saw her dragged or whatever, as you call it, I probably wouldn't go off with him like someone, but I will expose the truth. Like, I don't believe you, or you're speaking wrong, but I'm not windmilling for anybody, because if anything, I get it worse and worse, and then I'll bring it back to her channel, is my view. So as a person, a former windmiller, how attached did you have to get to windmill?
That's a good question. I want to know too. What makes you windmill? Go ahead, baby.
See, at the time, I don't know, maybe I was looking for acknowledgement.
Okay.
I maybe wanted to. I wanted them to be like, you know what? She's for me. She rocks with me. I
hadn't thought of that. Acknowledge.
No, they say that. I hear content creators say, "Ooh, you was out there fighting for me. You was windmilling." So I, right there, baby, could relate to that. Not that I have done it, but I've heard them say, "Ooh, girl, you was out there fighting for me. Ooh, I saw you over there fighting for me." So I see you wanted to be accepted. Okay, cool. So cool. I'm glad we had a windmiller.
Yeah, me too. I did not get it, and even though I see Miss Duchess in there saying not necessarily everyone's not here to make friends, and that's why I was clear whether, Duchess, I'm not trying to come for you, girl, but I was thinking to myself, connection, meaning we are connecting through this virtual app. I'm connecting with KK. I may never see her, but right now I'm connecting. She just dropped some knowledge in me to say, I want acknowledgement. That helped, because I just thought that was messy people. I was just like, why are you being messy? Why are you doing all this extra? So just telling me that kind of helped me understand, because I'm thinking we can just talk nicely. I'm all kumbaya, but you kind of helped me. You're wanting that content creator to see you and acknowledge you. So when that content creator kind of turned on you, what happened to your identity, your acknowledgement then? How did you feel?
Another good question.
I was very hurt. I was so hurt. And it was around that time, though, that I did meet that other content creator that pulled me up. And like through me knowing her and the other women that she brought into my life, I learned that I don't need that type of attention or validation because I'm good enough on my own. I don't need that. And I was never malicious or anything. Like
I love that.
I can't dog nobody. I'd be like, y'all need to back up off her. That's what I used to do, something like that. But I'm really glad that things happened the way that they did, because the way things are now, I don't want to have anything to do with that at all.
You don't want nothing to do with it. Skya, I've seen you've been a mod, and I've seen you kind of not do a whole windmilling thing. You're kind of peaceful with it. What kind of a partial windmiller? What would make you be like, hey, you coming in here, I'm gonna block you, you know? Even though the person's expressing an opinion sometimes, because I'm thinking, oh boy, Gaia gonna get me if I say something.
No, it's only certain people. I know you, and I know when you come in the chats and stuff, you know, and I know when you say what you say, I know like you're coming out of a place of respect and love and concern or whatever have you. So when people are coming out of a place that I feel in my spirit is disrespect or being messy, or, you know, I haven't seen you around these parts, like, who are you? Why are you here? Okay. That's when I start feeling a type of way. And I'll, you know, I give warning at first, you know, or sometimes the content creator may say, let them live, you know, and so that's what I do. It's not my channel, you know, but as a moderator, I am there. I'm like a natural mothering type of person. I nurture, just, you know, I have no, like, I don't know how to turn it off. So when I see someone being disrespectful towards someone that I like rock with or care about, or even if I just see you being a bully, I'm just going to say something. At the end of the day, that's just who I am, and I don't know how to turn that off, really.
And I don't think people should turn it off, but I have really, because again, you're connecting with a person on some level. Yes. But when I think it becomes toxic is when you cannot objectively see when the person is wrong. And that happens to us on this virtual world, and it also happens in our real life. So when does the windmilling become toxic?
What a producer. Get it, girl. Good questions. That's my girl. No, go ahead.
And no, I totally understand. Okay, so because I've done it for I've actually done it a couple of times for different people, and I recognize, like, if I'm how can I put it, if I'm doing it more for you, and you have not seen that you need to change, you haven't seen that, and I'm starting to feel like maybe it's just a little too much, and you're not changing, that's my time to exit. And I'm not gonna put myself in a predicament for people to look at me in a type of way where they feel like you know, I'll just go for anything, because I won't. There's certain things, there's boundaries and there's limits. So at some point you need to see when you're doing something wrong, and that is something I had to learn within myself. So basically, after going through therapy, and I know this has nothing to do with YouTube, but after going through therapy and learning that there were boundaries and limits, and learning how to be accountable for your actions, that's when I realized that there were certain people that I had to cut off in real life and on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm being faced with another decision, even though there's a lot of things I understand about what's going on. it's because you can connect with people on different levels. You know, you can understand them because you may be going through certain things that they're going through, and you may understand them because you have gone through something that they've gone through, but you can't sit back and just allow them to keep destroying themselves and destroy and tear down others. I don't want to watch somebody that I care about destroy themselves. Just like I've had to cut off my brother because I don't want to watch him destroy himself. So I'm not going to watch this other person that I care about sit back and destroy themselves. And I know that that would hurt more than sitting back trying to fight for them and fight off people who come in being disrespectful.
Right.
So I have to love them enough to let them go.
Yeah, and your situation is slightly really advanced because you really deeply rocked with the person, meaning that you were good or bad, you loved on that person because you got to know them and their heart. We you know, a lot of us saw what we loved about that person, love about that person. It's no past tense. But we also we did not have that connection you guys had. It was it was obvious to us, and that's why it was so painful to the other people who are hurting. So so some people may say, oh, she's too invested. Please stop with that, because investment is, I am investing right now. So don't people say you're too invested. If you're commenting, if you're watching, if you show up for the next live, you are invested. So please, and I don't think you feel shame, but please don't feel shame for being an individual because you guys developed a relationship. I feel like sometimes we're kind of cold-hearted towards, oh, it's just YouTube. Well, for you, it's just YouTube.
Yeah,
For me, this was a relationship, a way of relating to a person that was a mutual beneficial situation. So, exclusively me. Now, you said a little bit ago that you would not come down in the chat. I've experienced that too, because I'm thinking I don't agree with what I'm seeing, and I am bad about clicking off. I will tell you a brief story. And when I knew I was becoming too invested, it was one content creator I really liked. And me and Mz.Teavalocity went back and forth about this particular person. And I got to the point that this person was fussing with everybody. So I would spend my time typing this long paragraph in their comment section. But when two of my I sent a note to each of them, basically saying, stop it right now, like they're going to listen to me. They did resolve it, thankfully, but I was like, I can't, because I refuse to watch people arguing. So I'll click off, but after a while, I couldn't watch anything because this particular content creator was fussing with everybody. And so I thought, okay, you have to allow that person to, and I'm not windmilling, so I couldn't windmill for him or her, but I did have to say, I will not watch y'all fight. So I couldn't watch anything. So I just really had to say, I, like you, have to let them fight that battle on their own, but I'm not watching. I don't have to participate. Okay, exclusively me. When you jump down in the chat, is it because you you have concern that you would be attacked? Is it because you don't agree and that's why you don't jump down? What causes you to not jump down in the chats?
Well, it's a mixture of both at times, because I sit back a lot and I observe before I do anything. You know, even with me, Miss T, you know, I sit back and I observe first before I ever even drop down in anyone's chat, just to see, you know, if this is somewhere where I'm going. So I'm like, oh, okay, she's talking some good stuff. So, you know, I like this, and it's, you know, it's good conversation. I know I can come over here and get some knowledge for the day. you know, in the mornings, my motivation. So it's good so I can drop down. In a lot of the other chats, I notice when people come in that have not normally been in that chat, they're either labeled as trolls or if they're coming from somebody else's camp to start trouble, you know, and I'm like, I'm not a troll, and you know, and I'm not here to cause anybody. I'm just here for the conversation. You know, let's just talk, and you know, I want to laugh, I want to kiki, you know, and all that, you know, sometimes too, and just play around and you know, get the knowledge here, get the knowledge there, and play and do everything that everybody else likes to do. But that's why I say sometimes it's in their delivery, because some content creators do not make you feel welcome when you're new. You don't feel welcome at all when they're new, you know. So that's why I say I sit back and I observe a lot, and then when I feel like, okay, this is a calm chat, I can drop down, say what I think, say what I feel, and I know I'm not going to be attacked or be accused of coming from somewhere else, because I'm not in anyone's camp, or I'm not a part of anyone's nation or anything. I'm here for everybody. I want everybody to win. I mean, I really do. I want everybody to win. The arguing is draining.
Right.
It's so draining. But I can see it is. But I can see how you can get caught up in the windmilling. Yeah. Even though I don't do it, I can see how you can get caught up in that. Because if it is someone that you really enjoy, I mean, just an example, I was watching a live yesterday, and I don't even remember who it was, but somebody, and they came for Lady Nika. They said something about, you know, and I'm like, oh, you cannot come for Lady Nika. You just cannot come. You know, and it's just like, so it makes you, I can see how you can get started in that. And it's real easy to fall into that trap.
That's true.
Really is. Yeah. So that's why I say I try to keep it on an even keel, and where I'm basically just chit chatting. When you're arguing with somebody, I don't have anything to do with that. I'm not going to comment on that, because I may not know this person or know that person. And really, if you think about it, you're never going to know all the facts.
Right. True.
There's no way for me to go back and say, you know, I'm going back to look at the history, because lives have been deleted. Some people have left. I'm never going to get the history of how that started. The only thing that I can do is go from now. And from this point, that's the only thing that I can do. So I don't comment on that, because I'm not privy to a lot of information.
So go ahead, Ms. Teva.
You know, okay, go ahead. When you finish that line, when you ask that, then I'll go to the next one. Because my little friend,
no, I like for you to go. It's a good place to jump in. Go ahead.
So Sephora C, if I'm not mistaken, said that she was losing sleep. I felt she said, I felt so compelled to stick up for these people. If you see something wrong, you should say something. That was my motto. My heart would bleed for their pain. So that's not the one I wanted though, but okay. I thought she said when she started missing sleep. Now, has this YouTube physically affected any one of you? In either of you? Because it has sometimes mentally messed with me, and I believe Andrea, it has mentally messed with you as well sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I was in that live exclusively, Nate, and when I saw that, I pushed my little button, and I was, and that's what I'll do. I leave.
Yeah, you know, and it happens so fast, you don't really know, you know, and I mean, that's the same, like even when Ms. T says, well, I've heard people talking about me. Now, I've not seen anyone say anything negative or anything, but I know I would feel the same way. You know, it's just like, no, there's no possible way you could come, you know, no, that's not acceptable. So I can see how you can fall into that. Very easily.
Right, because you like that person, and I think at some point you don't see anything wrong with that person, and you don't know why someone else would be attacking them, and you feel like you should defend them. Like, it's like, dang, why is she doing that to her? She's so nice. Like something happened, I told you, with my family, my YouTube family, and it bothered me so bad. It's like, why are they destroying my family? You know, so I could see sometimes how you can get involved with stuff when you see other things happen, because we only humans, so we have feelings. So
Right. And then like you said, like Andrea was saying, you are, I guess, and I am invested, even though I've only been around here on March, because I catch all your lives, as many, I catch your lives, I catch everybody that I'm interested in. I make sure that I catch your lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's Sephora C. Yes, I can't sleep. I'm trying to train myself to sleep again, and I start getting panic attacks from the drama, and I felt depressed for a while. Now, that's when, see how this can physically get to you. It could physically get to you that you lose sleep. And I know they say it's just an entertainment app, you guys, but we are emotional beings. So we get attached to certain things, and it bothers you when you see other people you like hurt. And I think that's what happens, or someone else being misused. It's just human nature, you guys. Even though they say it's YouTube, I don't get attached to it. I'm not invested. No, we are as human beings. Those are our empathetic, that we're empathetic to some things that go on. So, but to lose sleep over it, that's when I think you need to take, get back, sit back, reset, and give it a break, because now you are physically damaging yourself over someone else's drama that they have brought into your life. They brought this into your life. We need to be very careful with that when things start making you physically sick.
That's true as well. And then, I mean, even with the bickering back and forth, it's not going to stop. And then, like I said, this snowball effect of it all, and then everybody's coming in on it. So now it's just one big giant ball of mess, and it's all confused. And now it's to the point to where everybody's listening to respond and not listening to understand what each other is saying. So they're just talking. So what I mean, even with the roasting and the gagging, and I'm like, how do you know who's roasting and gagging, because you don't even know what they're saying?
True.
So how do you know that who's roasting and who's gagging? It's just like it just keeps going and going and going, and then there's 5 more people that have come in on it. That's where did they come from? So now everybody's fighting, and you don't know who's for who.
Right. Yeah, because I've gone back and forth over, is this real? But I typically think it's real. So I've seen a lot of things in the chat that are interesting to me. Like a couple of people said when they dream about it, they know it's time to log off. Another person said they're getting cable and they're going to stop super chatting. And I think that's a whole different thing, because I think the super chatting kind of changed things. When you're dreaming about it, when you're finding it physically affecting you, because I got nauseous over a certain thing. I was on the phone, next thing I know, I felt like I was going to vomit. And I was talking about the situation. I felt like I was going to vomit. And I'm like, okay, we got an issue. And another person said when they feel they're in contact with how our body feels. Because when our body, when our body's going to tell us even before our mind really knows what it is. Often earlier, and I was like, what's wrong with me? And I was like, you know what? It's what I was consuming. It affected me because I did feel like someone was being bullied. I did feel like someone was being misunderstood, but I let them have that, because sometimes people create their own dramas. So I think my message in that is we have to know when it is harmful to us, when you have invested more than what you're receiving. No one's going to know you as intimately as you think you know them. And that's where I wanted to ask Mz.Teavalocity, can we talk to the subbies? Because the subbies really drive the conversation on these panels. I've seen some toxic subbies. I've seen some subbies that will say all kind of corroded craziness, and it's ridiculous. And then as that person starts to drag and roll, the super chats are coming. Where are they coming from? The subbies. And we blame the content creators for a lot of things, but I see some craziness, some mental stuff, some demonic stuff in the chats. So my question is, it's kind of tough. This takes honesty. Have you been that type of subby that's kind of contributed to the mess?
Michelle.
elevation of mess, I should say.
Me
I mean,
myself. I'm sorry. Okay. Me myself, I haven't, but like I said, that's probably a question for someone that's been here a lot longer than I have, because I haven't been in any arguments with anybody. So
And you haven't super chatted? You hadn't super chatted or cash out?
I have not super chatted or I have not cashed out. And a lot of things to point on that too is if you watch, just sit back and watch the chat, you can see the flow of how that content creator almost is going to go. Because if you walk in on something or you log into one and you see the chat is dragging somebody, 9 times out of 10 that content creator is as well. So you know that's going to be like a hostile live or a hostile video. So I just kind of like bypass.
Right.
And then I somewhere where it's more like calmer waters. Not saying I don't watch it, because I do. I watch it because I want to know what's going on, but I don't get involved in it.
But you're not trying to add your little 2 cents or carrying the bones, like TC said, because they carry the bones. I'm like, can you at least get the right bones?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean, a femur is needed, but you bringing me a fibula. Never mind. I'm speaking anatomy. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't I'm getting an arm. Tell the truth. What about you, Miss KK? Been here for a while. Have you reformed windmiller? Have you found yourself here recently putting yourself, kind of being a little messy, kind of adding a little extra?
Oh yeah, it's some messy people here.
It's all
back in the day. Yes, always all love with me. Back in the day, I would speak in everybody's chat. I'd say hey to the host and to the chat. I throw my hearts up, and then I might just comment on what they're talking about. But now, I don't drop down. I don't drop down at all. No.
Wow. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. That you felt that it was safe for you to drop down. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
And to come on, that's great. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
So the decorum is working, because that's something that Mz.Teavalocity has really worked to create a non-biased, not even to the point where I don't know anybody else, but I don't always agree with who Mz.Teavalocity likes, but I keep that to myself when it comes to her chat.
Right.
We want to have a safe space. And so I appreciate you, showing that the mods, her team, and Mz.Teavalocity doing a great job with that. Miss Gaia, have you contributed to the elevation of mess?
Yes, I will say in the beginning, before I even realized it, I was really kind of caught up, and I didn't blink twice, didn't think or anything like that. I really got caught up, and maybe it was an escape for me from my real life. And so yeah, I contributed by I guess you would say by doing the windmilling. Like, I don't carry bones or anything like that, whatever, all that, I don't go from content creator to content creator with messages and things like that, or, oh, I heard this and I need to tell you this or whatever. I don't do that because I don't want to stir up commotion or cause commotion, but like in the chat, I can go hard sometimes, like really hard. Like in the beginning I would go really hard. Now it's more of a just if you're being disrespectful type of thing, because I'm not just a subscriber, I'm a moderator, so I'm just trying to make sure that people are respectful. But I still do go hard for the people I mod for. But yes, like if I guess what I'm saying is like you can feed off the energy of the content creator. And I think that's what I was doing and losing myself, because I'm not really one to follow negativity. But I found myself doing it. I got caught up in that, and that's just not who I am. So I did have to go and check myself. Like I
maintain identity.
Yes, yes, because I had lost it. Like it literally became my life, and I got called out on it by my children, who are saying like, is that's all you do is like watch YouTube and this and that? And I'm like, well, I don't want to miss it. It's things going on and stuff, and I need to make sure that this and that doesn't happen or whatever have you. And so, but I wasn't in like a lot of chats. It would just be like the one person or whatever have you that I really was like gunning it for, and I just needed to make sure I was there and I was supporting that person, whether that person noticed me or not. You can holler out my name, but in real life you do not care about me or notice me or anything like that. And now you see when I understand that people get more subscribers so they cannot address everyone's comment, but at least attempt to, at least the beginning of your comments, let somebody know that you've read them and you appreciate them being there, or appreciate them, supporting you, showing up or whatever have them, because without them, there would be no you and your channel. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized that also is when I'm like, okay, oh, who am I to you? Because to me, I mean, for me, you're actually somebody. Why, I don't know, but it's just basically I was slowly just realizing things, and just my mind is opening up. And then when my kids are saying things to me, not that I was neglecting them, just like it's like instead of watching TV, I'm watching YouTube, and I have it when I'm cooking, and I have it when like I'm taking my devices to the bathroom with me and stuff like that, So it was just too much. So I had to, pipe down or whatever have you, and it just got out of hand. So
listen,
yeah,
I know I'm not the only one. Now I tell you, I have several devices and I sleep with one, right? Right. As soon as I wake up, I hit it to see what I miss. It consumes you so much. And then you realize all this negativity is consuming you, and it changes your spirit. It really changes your spirit. Sometimes I get so mad. I want to come down here, flip this switch, and just go ham because of something I've seen that really infuriated me. But then I think, nope, it's just not your battle. It's not your battle. And plus, let these people deal with it. Like this guy said, we'll get out there and windmill and get all upset with somebody. And then you see these two content creators come together and you did all that. And now they friends again, because this is flip-flop station for sure. So you fighting hard for them. You getting all out of breath. You know what I mean? And then the next day they want to get on a platform and make up, and you sitting there looking, like stupid. Like, I went out there and did all that for these people, and now they friends. Where does that leave me? So then you have to become with friends, content creators. You go back and you start following them again because they're fine now. And then when they fall off, you fall off with them again. It's a mess. This YouTube is something else. I can't believe it's real people.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I will literally talk to my phone and say, "Oh, you playing with my emotions?" Like I was, I don't think iBabe would care, but I'm a subscriber of iBabe. I normally catch her replays simply because her schedule and my schedule do not coincide. But I was all involved with her battle. I mean, I was just like, I'm taking that battle to the Lord. And I'm like, just think about, I'm going to the Lord and saying, iBabe. I don't even know her name, but I'll still pray for her. I'm like, Lord Jesus, don't let iBabe lose her job. And it's because I connected to her as a person. Mm-hmm. I laughed at myself then, but I still pray for people. And I just believe we are good people. We are community type of people. Right. But it can become toxic with the wrong leaders. Yeah. If we buy into a group or a mob mentality. And the worst thing that I've seen on here, and I kind of fell in to it, and I immediately caught it and said no, is the us versus them. I absolutely hate that, because we do not see that we're all humans, and we all make mistakes, and no one's all wrong and no one's all right. It's a 50-50 deal, guy. If one, you cannot do the whataboutism. You have to sit and think. If it was my content creator, if it was the other content creator doing what my content creators doing, is it all right or is it all wrong? We have to hold on to our morals, values, and integrity.
Yep.
And biggest thing is our identity. And you guys have all, except for exclusively, you kind of talked about how your identity was channeled in with someone else. Like Mz.Teavalocity, when she started saying my producer, I'm like, well, I'm just the woman who was emailing you behind the scenes, you know, and I felt like I was bugging her. But
no, not at all.
But I couldn't join with anyone that would waste my time. I don't want to waste her time because I see her value. She's not going to see me out there cutting up, acting a fool. I'll text her and say something, and then I think about it. We have to maintain our identity to avoid being the mob. We have to avoid the us versus them. You have to. If you are steadily cussing somebody out and you are aiming in that corner, or you in the peanut gallery, it's like you're cussing that person out. Your words have vibration. Your words are producing something. And yes, Kay Edwards, I've seen you use your own brain quite a bit. You know, I have my favorite subbies. Kay Edwards is one. Judges is one. I always like to see them get up, you know, start talking to people. So what would be your message based on what you've learned? What would be your message to subbies?
Hey, Donna.
This area. Looking back, what would be your message to kind of prevent some things?
I missed you. Sorry. So, Donna.
Are you talking to?
Yeah, anybody who wants to talk. What would be your advice to a person coming into this sector from what you have learned? Everybody's thing is going to be different.
I would just say observe. Sit back and observe. Use your own mind. Control your own thoughts. Control your own emotions. You have to know for you when enough is enough, or if it's time for you to move on and try someone else. So, because there is more positive in this sector than there is negative. Unfortunately, people like train wrecks, and negativity gets more attention than the positive. But there is positivity. I've seen a lot of positive people. I've seen more positive people than I have negative, actually. But it's just the negativity is what's consuming. So I would just say use your own mind, what you're comfortable with and who you're comfortable with. You have to roll with someone that has your same mindset. Because if not, if you're a positive person, you can't roll with someone that's negative. That's not going to work. So you have to go and find someone that's in your same mindset.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I would just tell them. Just use your own brain. Think for yourself.
Good. That's really good. What about you, Miss Gaia? And I'm seeing some chat responses too that are interesting. But what about you, Miss Gaia?
I would say, first of all, know why you're coming to YouTube. A lot of people don't come just to watch. Some people are coming for comfort. They're seeking, out something. Like I said, at the time I was isolating myself, and I was not running away, but just trying to get away in my mind from the things that I was going through. So know why you're coming to YouTube. And I would also say to protect your peace. If you're somewhere and you feel uncomfortable, or you feel that something is going down and you it's not right, and in your spirit it's not right, then you shouldn't be there. If you feel like you can't speak up, then you also shouldn't be there. if you're coming to YouTube to make money or whatever have you, to make content, then let that be your thing. Align yourself with the correct people, the people who are who are doing what you're trying to do. And don't just go around bouncing from platform to platform to platform, attempting to get someone to, like, quote unquote, like you or support you, because that's unfortunately not what is going on here. We're not all supporting one another. And um even though some of us are, like Exclusive said, it's not all bad. It really isn't all bad. It just, there's a lot going on right now, and that literally has nothing to do with everyone. There's a lot of people who are mentally in shambles right now, and it could be from their past, and it could be also from COVID. It could be anything, or from a lot. It could be from a lot. There's a lot going on in the world right now, so just come in with a like an open mind, and knowing that it's a big world. YouTube is huge, and yeah, don't I don't know. Don't come in seeking peace unless you're going on a meditation channel and you're listening to some good peaceful raindrops and things like that.
I literally listen. Gaia, Gaia, based on like your content on your channel, can you talk to people a little bit about how to know when their energy or their spirit is being affected? How do you know?
How do I know when I can feel when I'm uncomfortable inside, when things just don't feel they don't feel right. Like my energy is off. If I'm snappy, I get real snappy really quick. I know something is not right. I anger easily. I get irritated easily. For me, I start having seizures because I do have epilepsy. So I know that things are affecting me and stressing me out.
Wow.
When you are having those bad dreams, as some people have said in the chat, when things are affecting you like that, then you know that something is in your spirit, and it's not you're not connecting with it, and you need to evaluate what's going on in your life that maybe you need to change. And maybe you just need to sit down. I know a lot of people, they like to pray, they sit down with God, and a lot of people like to meditate. Meditation is very good. It's helpful, and it's healthy. It's when you can sit and sit with yourself. But a lot of people have to be able to get past the quietness, and sometimes when you're trying to be quiet, your mind is still going, and you have to be able to get past that. I went through that for a long time, where I could be in the room by myself, and still just my mind is just going a million miles. I could be thinking about anything for no reason, and that throws me off also. So when my aura is off, it's I can feel it. I'm uncomfortable. So that's it when I don't. And also, like, you also can feel a tinge of depression, or people, they have their sadness or whatever, and if that's not going away, that's when things are throwing your spirit off, and making you feel a certain type of way. And then that's when you need to check in with yourself, and that's when you need to do some self-care and some self-love, some soul care. Take care of you. That's what people need to do. And like I said, protect your peace.
Great.
Well, I could talk about all this, because this is stuff I'm interested in. And anytime we open up a conversation, I'm always telling Mz.Teavalocity, we got to give them tools. We got to equip. We got to tell them something. And so at this point, and you really help with that, because there are certain people called empaths. And I believe you are one. And we don't just carry it like on the surface. We are like we are the type of people who can walk in a room and feel the energy shift. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about energy, you know. And but we have to know ourselves, or we'll get too evolved, and we're not a help, we're a hindrance.
Right,
We
most
become
definitely.
codependent if we're not careful. So I was jotting down what makes me know that my spirit is getting inflamed, and when it's time to seek quiet. And things that I saw in the chat, such as, for me, I get real unmotivated to do things. I feel very sluggish and lazy. My mind scatters. I feel sick. I feel like it's weight on my shoulders. It's heavy. And so that's when I get anxious. I can't sit down. I'm moving, I'm pacing, I'm thinking, and that is when I know I'll
Sorry.
if she's going live, and I'm like, I'm taking a break, and she probably thinks I'm weird because I do that. And Miss K Edwards, yeah, I am a creative. Yeah, definitely, I am one of those moody creative people.
Wow.
So, I've heard people say when it crosses into your real life. I've heard self-reflection, which is a big thing. I've heard prayer and meditation. I've heard someone say that they're dizzy. You have to know, if you leave a situation like it's real loud and rowdy, if you are in that and you go someplace to, like, say Mz.Teavalocity is on, you go from that rowdy chat to that calm chat, feel your body still. Or even when you turn it off, it's like it's still. That's when you know it has become too much. When you're fighting a battle that's not yours, it's too much. And
Mm.
you gotta protect yourself, or you become the bully, you become the mob, you become toxic. And that's kind of, I love what you said, Gaia, and I appreciate you helping me with that, as well as the chat. So, Mz.Teavalocity, is there anything in closing? I hate to cut things off, but I do want to respect Mz.Teavalocity's time.
Go. I'm fine. I'm fine. Did you want to wrap anything up with exclusively me? I don't want to take over. I just know that, the time is approaching and it's getting kind of late. Miss exclusively me, did you want to say anything and close out?
No, I think I'm good. I appreciate you ladies for having me on. Miss T, I love you. You're awesome. I've always said I'm waiting. I want you and Lady Nika to get that join button, because I did say that I was going to join. So I did say that. But I appreciate you guys having me on. I really appreciate it. Having an open dialogue and a comfortable place to come and just talk. I appreciate that. And Gaia, baby, I just want to say peace, love, and light to you, sweetheart. You got it, girl. You got
Thank
it.
you so
So
much. I appreciate that.
you are more than welcome, baby. You got it.
You got it.
Thank
You got it. And we are really
Thank
going to
you.
pray for you. Listen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You ladies have a great night, and thanks again, Miss T. I appreciate you and Andrea for having me on. I appreciate
I
it.
will be including Gaia's channel, because I've gotten tidbits from her. Self-care, she's deep, and I like it. As well as Binge Thinker, she's a mod for Mz.Teavalocity. She is very, very insightful. She's there, and I love to see her get more content, because I learn from Binge as well. And so I'll include some of these links in the chat. And I would love to see you guys subscribe and keep communication, because we want to support the ones that are really dropping nuggets in all of us. We can be there for the mess. I mean, we like the entertainment, but we do want to kind of go and find peaceful places to rejuvenate.
Right. That's you're absolutely right, Andrea. Go ahead, continue to take it. You're right. We need to.
I'm closing. I'm done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But we do need to know when something is getting us mentally, physically, and spiritually, emotionally, we need to pull back, regroup, and reset. However you want to do it, go take quiet time, meditation, reading, maybe a relaxing television show, something. This is beginning to consume us. and it's not good for us because we are in a place where it is a lot of drama. However, I'm trying to bring something new. That's all I can say. I didn't come down here for this, but this is my assignment by God. And when it's complete and finished, we will leave. And I know that I am touching people. I know I am doing what I was sent here to do, and it's working. I'm not trying to change this sector or anyone else. I'm trying to uplift, inspire, encourage, motivate, and turn dust into diamonds. And I appreciate you all for trusting me to do that and joining me. And with that being said, we're going to get ready to close out. It was an excellent panel. I appreciate you so much, Andrea, for holding it down. I appreciate the engagement in the chat. I truly, truly appreciate the people who dropped down that normally doesn't drop down, but felt so comfortable to come and connect with us. We appreciate that. I promise you what we won't do, and we won't do that. We have a certain decorum. Thank you so, so much. Let me check this. I appreciate everyone. And with that being said, let's get ready to get out of here. Hey, before I get ready to say that, thanks to my super duper great mods. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. We would not be able to come down here and do this. We are considered a team, and a team that I love and admire very much. Thank you so much. Let's go. If your king's crown is tilted, help him straighten it up. If your queen's crown is tilted, help her straighten it up. Make sure you speak life into your princes and princesses. Remember, they are our future heirs. We need them. Right, they are royal. We are royal. But don't let anyone make you feel like you're less than. You know when enough is enough. I can't beg with you. I can't plead with you. I can't do anything to let you know enough is enough. Make sure you love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself and can't take care of yourself, you sure are not good for the next person. But don't expect someone to love you if they don't love themselves. Make sure you assess who they are and assess the value in your friendship. But it's okay to love from a distance. It's okay for you to befriend people and unfriend people. That's what we go through. But make sure that you love yourself more than you love anyone else that will do anything to you to destroy who you are. You're right. You're going to make it. People come and go. That's just life. That's just life. Make sure you be a blessing and not a bother. Good night. Be safe. And again, thanks for joining me.